President Trump's pick for Deputy Attorney General faced tough questions on Capitol Hill Tuesday over how he would handle investigations dealing with possible links between Trump allies and Russia. If confirmed, Rod Rosenstein would be the person tasked with overseeing such a probe. Attorney General Jeff Sessions recused himself from investigations into Russian meddling during the election, following questions about those same allegations. Sessions' comments during his own hearing and a subsequent letter to the committee clarifying those remarks led to one of the more heated exchanges at the hearing Tuesday.
I asked him what he would do as Attorney General if it was true that members of the campaign had met with the Russians. So he says, I did not mention communications I had with the Russian ambassador over the years because the question did not ask about them. He answered a question I didn't ask. And for him to put this in his letter as a response is insulting. And he should come back and explain himself, Mr. Chairman.
I don't expect Senator Franken to act like I would towards our witnesses, but as I remember Senator Franken asking his question of Senator Sessions, he referred to something that there had just been something come on CNN that obviously, and Franken said that Senator Sessions wouldn't know what it was, and he was going to take that into consideration, that it would have been all right for you to ask your question, and you probably should have given him a chance to get the information you had and reflect on it and give an answer in writing. Now, the way I tend to, and you both of you know that I said this to you when you were in the privacy of my office. If I was going to ask you a gotcha question, I was going to tell you about it ahead of time. And I consider what Senator Franken asked Sessions at that late moment that story just come out as a gotcha question. And
it was not a gotcha question, sir.
It was, from the standpoint that he didn't know what you were asking about.
But I said that as I was asking the question. I said, you haven't heard this, and I don't expect that you have heard it.
Senator, tell us.
Look at the tape, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid is in our Washington bureau. So, Paula, Senator Franken was not the only person to ask that Attorney General Jeff Sessions be required to appear before the committee again, even saying late Tuesday afternoon he believes Sessions committed perjury. Let's take a listen.
He asked him a pretty simple question. Did you have any conversations about the campaign with anybody? And he said no. He didn't say, I can't recall. He just said no. Now, what are we supposed to take from that? I don't understand how we're supposed to draw any other conclusion than he was lying under oath. Unless he comes back, he should come back and talk to us.
So, Paula, will these accusations, you think, continue to pose a problem for Sessions and possibly his new Deputy Attorney General if he's confirmed?
Absolutely. Elaine, a forced recusal is really not how you want to start your tenure as Attorney General of the United States. Sessions was repeatedly asked during his confirmation hearing and subsequently, should you recuse yourself from this case? And he didn't recuse until a few hours after the Washington Post reported about his previously undisclosed meetings with the Russian ambassador. Now, he maintains that he recused that day because that was the day he scheduled his meeting to discuss this issue, but the optics are not good. And now you have Congress calling for him to come back to testify again. You also have questions about the extent of his recusal and whether it's enough. His recusal, Elaine, is only for anything related to campaigns for President of the United States. That does not include any investigation into the White House, so people are really not even content with the extent to which he has recused himself. Elaine, this will absolutely stick to him and continue to be a problem until another bigger problem comes along.
So, Paula, Mr. Rosenstein was asked several times about whether he would appoint a special prosecutor to investigate the administration's alleged ties to Russia. Each time, he declined to commit one way or another, and that led to another heated exchange during Tuesday's hearing. Take a listen.
I've thought a lot about this issue, though, Senator. You view it as an issue of principle that I need to commit to appoint a special counsel in a matter that I don't even know if it's being investigated. And I view it as an issue of principle that as a nominee for Deputy Attorney General, I should not be promising to take action on a particular case. I view this as part of it's a political issue, and it's a completely legitimate issue for you, and I respect your right to consider it. But my view is that I have a responsibility when I take that oath, if I become Deputy Attorney General, I cannot take it conditioned upon having committed how I'm going to handle a particular case.
So, Paula, do you think that the committee is going to be satisfied with that answer?
Elaine, no one is going to be satisfied with that answer. You have people like Senator Grassley who argue that the proper answer is a special prosecutor is absolutely not what you want to do in this case because there wouldn't be enough transparency if charges weren't brought. But then you have people on the other side of the aisle who are saying that, of course, you should have a special prosecutor. Given the circumstances, there's no way anyone's going to trust a political appointee to handle this kind of case. But Elaine, the fact is that he cannot actually give an answer about how to proceed in this case until he is confirmed as the Deputy Attorney General and he is able to see all of the facts, the classified information, everything that has been gathered in these probes.
All right. Paula Reid in Washington for us. Paula, thanks so much.